Welcome to Mac podcast. Myself, Dr. Vanita Agarwal, and today I'm going to talk about how to lead your new business or startup. Dear audience, before we proceed further, I would request all of you to please subscribe this channel. The link is given below this video. This will enable all of you to come across future knowledge resources directly onto your YouTube screen. So today I am going to talk about the kind of leaderships or how to lead your uh, business by following certain kind of leadership models. So there are different kind of leadership models you are all aware of. Some are very successful traditionally, but if we talk about the new age modern businesses, then there are very few types which suits these kind of new startups. You might have seen that some people are very good at as managers while some are very good as leaders. So you need to differentiate between these two things, leaders versus managers. While as I may say that in if we talk in simple terms, the role of leadership is to create a purpose and mission for the business, while managers are there to implement the mission, the purpose through executive methods. So, which are the types of leadership which are well suited to these new businesses in the modern era? I would talk about two types of leaderships. One is charismatic leaderships, and the other one is transformational leadership. So, let's understand what each of these kinds mean. Now, charismatic leaders, we have listened to so many political leaders. We go to conferences and hear out industry leaders, and some of them you will find that are so charismatic, that is, they are so magnetic and energetic and engaging personalities that you do not want to miss a sentence of what they are saying. These are the primary characteristics of charismatic leaders. Due to the same traits, they exert tremendous influence over the team. And other things that separate these kind of leaders are the high level of confidence, vision, and the ability to communicate that vision. Further, they display extraordinary sensibility in situational context and the involved people and the environment. And you can see that most of the team members are in awe of these leaders. They are awestruck. The other type which I would like to talk is the transformational leadership. So it's okay that charismatic leadership can be the order of the day, but not everybody can transform into a charismatic leader. Some of these traits are inborn or are developed while during the growing up years. So, what is the other kind of leadership that we are talking of, which is transformational leadership? It is, the situation demands when you want to switch to full gears. So, they these kind of leaders, they find their motivation in pursuit of particular missions and have the ability to ensure that uh, their team follows them and eventually achieves the business goals. Perhaps most of the present age new business leaders are the transformational leaders. Now, we further explore this kind of leadership. They encourage the feeling that the mission is more profound than themselves, and they are too keenly aware of the hindrances before them. These might be posed by limitations of resources and the reality of a particular situation. Nevertheless, they also display exceptional skills and confidence in their ability to lead the organizations and to make the judgments. There is a third kind of leadership, which is shared leadership. And before we talk about shared leadership, we must understand that there these two kind of leaderships which I just explained, the charismatic leaders and the transformational leaders, they have their own similarities and differences. While the transformational leaders help to build a team which is ethic and feel connected with the larger mission, while the charismatic leaders, they create an emotional impact on their team members. Similarity is that they both drive the team members, uh, you know, uh, strong emotional impact, strong feeling among the team members so that they follow their leaders and the mission. And sometimes more the leader and less the mission. So there is a third kind of leadership, which is shared leadership, and which is also very popular and successful in the new businesses type. It needs to be considered the concept of shared leadership, where power sharing is decentralized and there are several influencers within a single team. So, in case of shared leadership, I would say that the primary leaders hand over the reins to the team member with maximum expertise in any one of the business management and functioning. This is particularly essential for the startups. For example, you have a marketing team, so there is a marketing head. You have a sales team, there is a sales head. There you have a designing team, so there is a design head. Then you have a conceptualization, so there is a concept head. You need logistics and every admin and operations to be done, so there is a operating officers. This way, leadership gets distributed among different heads, and then these heads together decide how the particular mission can be achieved together. There may be conflict, and those conflicts must be addressed by these leaders. Um the other thing is when we talk about these three types of leaderships, we can say that if we can have blend of all these kind of leaderships, that would be the best for new businesses. So have some charisma, have some transformation, shared relationships, delegate your duties so that your organizations comes up with best of model of leadership. If I also talk about what would be the ideal leadership, then in that case, then entrepreneurs need to make significant efforts to acquire the right combination of charismatic and transformational leadership traits along with the shared leadership, as I just explained. In this way, you would be able to motivate your team leaders, motivate your team members to achieve the goals and targets which accomplish the mission and vision of the company. Uh, you know, so some of the notions in the industry is that transformation leadership is critical for new businesses. So set of founders need to remix and their thought process and realize that like as their product, uh, you know needs to fulfill the market research. Their new role as a founder of a business needs them to take up new mentors. They need to be flexible and they so that they can pick up the skills, upgrade themselves and traits of transformational leaders. So inevitably, if you are successful, your startup will need to scale. And founders who flounders this at their wish, in all likelihood, will be replaced by competent people in future because investors are investing big bucks in your company, in your startup, and they want results to be out. Howsoever good you are as a knowledgeable person, or you establish that startup, but investor want that startup to run successfully. And if he finds that there are more skilled leaders or manpower in your company, or if they can hire externally, they will rather take that person as a leader of the team, and rather than continue with you as a leader. So leaders needs to be keenly aware of themselves and their skills and their strengths and their weaknesses, and timely address the same unless they are lost in the race. A business leader must be like a chameleon, changing colors as and when business needs it. And that is nothing wrong, because it only adds to your value, to your updating yourself, to you upgrading your skills. With each significant achievement or failures, leaders of new businesses need to reassess their leadership after a fixed period of time. They need to reconsider all aspects like the people, the skill, the appropriate roles, and take necessary action. So, in a nutshell, if I summarize my today's talk, then what are the common principles that should be kept in a mind while you are leading a startup or a company? Number one, what you are going to do will change and change fast, but not your designation. Number two, team members must be flexible and open to introduce new changes in the way in which they work. Number three, definitely change is difficult to implement at all levels, but it is necessary and it should reflect your business growth. That was all for today. Leave your comments in the comment box. Soon we are coming up with the next topic on entrepreneurship and leadership. Thank you so much.